Hytale is a sandbox game that is made and not published by Hypixel, but its road to actually getting published was relatively rough. Today we're going to look at Hytale, the game that almost didn't happen. In 2015, members of the Minecraft server Hypixel began development on a game called Hytale, which had funding from Riot Games, people who made games like Valorant and League of Legends. Development was actually started in early 2015. The game was originally being developed for computer, consoles, and mobile devices. The director of the game, Noxy, a Hypixel admin at the time, oversaw Hypixel Studios, which was a split off from the Hypixel Incorporated Minecraft server. He oversaw 40 employees who were responsible for the game at the time. The game's idea came from the EULA changes that Mojang did in 2014, which blocked servers from having microtransactions that would make the service pay to win, which dropped 80% of Hypixel's revenue. The game wasn't supposed to be voxel-based, but because of the experience that they had working on Hypixel, they decided to go with a voxel-based game. Hypixel Studios was a self-financed company that used the revenue generated by the actual Hypixel server. Eventually, they received support from Riot Games, who invested several $1 million into the studio. Hytale was officially revealed in 2016 on the 28th of December by Noxy, who stated that, quote, Hypixel was developing their own standalone game, end quote. In this forum post, we can see he talked about the budget being $750,000 to $3.6 million, even announcing that there were potential partners and even competitors of the game. He even stated in 2016 they could make a trailer for the game, but they didn't want to because they didn't want to hurt the development of the game. When the Hytale.com domain was registered, all there was a countdown for the game. The site was released on December 10th of 2018, and the countdown was for 3 days. 3 days later, the Hytale trailer is released. We have an official look at the game and some of the features to expect, and even beta signups. We could get updates via our email, and finally we had 4 blog posts, which were just standard Q&As, FAQs, and just updates. And then overall, we had the big one. Welcome to Hypixel Studios, a forum post which more or less explained how the game's ideas came to form and their ideas moving forward for the game. When the game's trailer officially got released, you had people commenting on the specific YouTube video saying things like, the only thing I can say is Minecraft 2.0. Wow, amazing. Well, yep, that is a one-of-a-kind amazing thing. Well done and mega hyped right now. Minecraft 2. Congratulations, Hypixel. Safe to say, people were super excited with the game, with tweets and comments all conveying the same thing. The people were happy. Moving forward and fasting forward to March 20th, 2019, when there was a playable demo at the 2019 Game Developers Conference in April. There was a panel held for Hytale's history that went through basically everything we're going through in this video, and then in November of that same year, Hytale was nominated for Most Wanted Game, but unfortunately did not win. And finally, in November, we got some gameplay footage for the first time ever, a release date. That date being 2021. In April of 2020, Simon and Noxy would make a forum post on the Hytale.com website, which said, quote, Hypixel Studios has been acquired by Riot Games as an independent studio, which allowed Hypixel Studios to essentially have access to Riot Games resources, and this could mean a much bigger budget for Hytale. Now, as we fast forward into 2021 with the COVID pandemic and such, Hytale finally got another announcement which delayed it till at least 2023. However, it did win Most Anticipated Game at the North Ireland Game Awards. After this, we begin to enter the Dark Age, with no major updates in 2022, 2023, or even 2024. The game was just dark. No updates, nothing new, no news, just silence. When we fast forward to June 2025, we get the news that Hytale is officially canceled. This was announced in a forum post called A Difficult Update About Hytale, which is now deleted. The forum post basically said that they couldn't bring the game to life in a way that truly delivered on the game's promise, so they ended up canceling the game. When this announcement got put out, people on Reddit, Twitter, and just forums in general were relatively saddened or even upset in general, with comments like, quote, this sucks, I was really looking forward to the game, but after so long of waiting, I kind of assumed it was in development hell. Crazy to see Hytale canceled. Bro, they just canceled Hytale. That was probably my most anticipated game ever. However, good news would come just a mere 5 months later in an update called, quote, Hytale is saved, where Simon announced that Hypixel Studios had acquired Hytale back from Riot Games, and that Hypixel Studios was personally committed to funding Hytale for the next 10 years. We even got an actual release date set for January 13th, 2026. Come December 13th of 2025, we got pre-orders. And finally, in 2026, as I write this, Hytale has officially been released in its early access phase, with Simon writing on Twitter that with all of the purchases that Hytale had from its pre-sale, they've been able to fund the project even more. Hytale has the potential to do some insane numbers and overall has received positive feedback as a majority. I'm excited to see where this game goes. I've been Cyrus, thanks for watching, and please have a good one.